The other video cut off early because my phone had too many videos on it. Anyway, hi. Clearly stated, vibrating minds. This is a continuation from the original video that I put out today about how we have to learn to love ourselves in order for us to have a really good relationship with our environment and the people in it. And it's critically important that we do that. And in order for us to love ourselves, we have to stop looking outward for validation. We have to stop looking outward for acceptance. We have to stop expecting people to acknowledge our presence. Why? Because firstly, we have to do that for ourselves. You want to feel value? Recognize your value. What is it? Oh, I'm a great artist. Oh, I love to cook. You know what I'm really good at? Drawing and painting. Anything that brings out a sense of passion, of want to do, feel good, sense of, oh, that feels nice. Anything that does that, that's what you want to encourage within yourself. You have to learn to self-love. And in order to self-love, you have to self-forgive. What are you forgiving? You're forgiving your misgivings. You're forgiving the ancestral shit DNA that you were fed, if that's the case. Some of us were fed some really shit DNA, which we had no control over. And I'm sure that'll resonate with way more of you out there than I can imagine. I'm sure I'm not alone. It's not that my DNA was shit. Absolutely not. My DNA was tainted, was stained with a very strong emotional reaction. That's what my DNA was strained with, was tainted with, was stamped with. It's mind-blowing when I started realizing that. But the point is that once you start understanding and recognizing where responsibility lies with you and where it doesn't, where you can look at your parental lineage, and again, I say lineage, we're talking about past, present, present now, now future. Okay? You have to, if you want to sit and say, oh, my parents didn't do this, my brother did that, it's all right to do those things. There's nothing wrong with assessing and evaluating your upbringing, your primary environment, what was, what wasn't done for you. There is absolutely nothing wrong with doing that. Now, here's the key to it. Here's the magic key. Detach the emotion that goes with it. Right? And I don't mean detach it in the sense of don't recognize it. I'm saying when you recognize that the emotion is there, accept it. Accept that pain that was caused by your past. Accept that you were not responsible for it. You didn't create that pain. But that pain influenced your well-being. So this is where You need to recognize it, see it for what it is, but you don't own it. It's not yours to own. Once you recognize that, it takes away a little bit of that pressure. Step one. You don't own your alcoholic father, your non-present mother, your narcissistic brother, your traumatized sister. You don't own none of that. But here also is what you need to understand. It's going to come as shock to a lot of you, but I'll say it again, and I think it's going to be another one of these narratives on this channel. I'm not speaking words to make people feel good. I'm speaking words to help people heal. So the whole point of healing is recognizing that there's some darkness that needs to be addressed. And that means saying stuff that you don't want to hear. Okay? All that primary environment of your upbringing, which then folded into your secondary environment, which then folded into your adulthood. And voila, here you are. Recognize that your past is exactly that. Recognize that your environment was exactly that. And you chose your parents. Oh, no, I did. I wouldn't have chosen that bitch. Oh, fuck no. Who said I chose him as a father? Such a piece of shit. You did. Why? Why would I choose? Because you were trying to teach yourself something. There was a lesson to be learned from a traumatized, broken family. You grew up with no father. You wrote that into your storyline. For whatever your reasons are, we all have our own reasons for writing our own fucking stories. Whatever that is. You wrote it in there because there was something in your life's earthly experience that you wanted to experience. If it was an emotion, if it was a feeling, whatever it was, you needed to experience something, which is why you, you know, your mother died young, or, you had several family deaths, or a lot of suicide in your world, or a lot of traumatizing, traumatic life events. You wrote all that in. I'm sorry to burst your bubble. I really am. I don't mean to burst your bubble, but once people start recognizing that they are responsible for their story and everybody else are just co-players in the journey, that kicks off a whole bunch of shit off of your shoulders too. Because why? Because then that means it forces you to understand that the accountability of your life is yours. It forces you to understand that you are the creator of your story. You wrote it. So because you wrote it, you can change the narrative anytime you like. Until next time. This is Clearly Stated, Vibrating Minds. Take care.